what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Transfer News. And today we've got Ricardo Rodriguez coming out and saying his future's not with Wolfsburg. That's what he came out and said today. Apparently his club have pretty much acknowledged this. The chairman's came out and said, Rodriguez is given a statement basically saying that his future is not with Wolfsburg. So that'll be an interesting one. Obviously he's been linked with Arsenal, but God knows where he will actually end up. Moving on to Laporte, and today there's been sensational news that he has just signed a new deal with Athletic Bilbao. There was a huge rumour that he was going to Manchester City, and that would be a done deal with him in days. Obviously, he's injured, so he's free to negotiate. He hasn't been playing in any games or anything like that. But the only negotiation he has done is with being Atletico Madrid and get a new contract with them. So fair play for Laporte for turning down one of the bigger clubs. Next up from Titi. And Chelsea have apparently inquired about his availability. Obviously, can you imagine him and Zuma at the centre-back slots for Chelsea? That would be insane. Also a perfect link for FIFA as well. Moving on to Darmian, and it's obviously a player that Conte likes. If you watched the Euro game yesterday, Darmian was playing. I didn't expect that one bit. He hasn't had a good season for Man U, but obviously Conte's a huge fan. And he looks like he's going to go for him at Chelsea as well. Obviously, Darmian played a few positions, so it wouldn't be a bad sign. And obviously, they do need the right back. Chelsea makes a lot of sense, actually. Next up is Mkhitaryan. Apparently, Dortmund will be listening to offers for him. Another player that they may end up selling. It's absolutely ridiculous how many players Dortmund will end up selling probably this season. It's just a joke. They need to hold on to the best players. And at this minute, it looks like Aubameyang is in heavily rumoured to be going to Man City. Arsenal interested in Mkhitaryan. God knows how Royce hasn't been linked with anyone yet. Moving on to Feghouli, today has signed a deal with West Ham. That is confirmed by, I think, the owner's son of West Ham. He tweeted saying Fegouli's got a 3-year deal. And he came on a free transfer. How good are West Ham going to be next season? That is scary, having Feghouli on one side and Payet on the other. Next up is Sane. This is the big story today. Apparently, Manchester City paid $46 million for his services. That is something that's been done according to various different places. I can't see it though because he's playing in the Euros with Germany. Well, he's in the squad at least. So it'd be surprising if he did actually, make a move while he's busy. Basically, I can't see it. I can't see this one happening quite yet. Anyway, he may be agreed between the two clubs. But it is the player in the club. I just can't see it. Moving on to Dimitri Payet, and West Ham have basically warned Chelsea away from him. That's why he's got a Chelsea badge today. They've basically said he is not, available for any amount of fee after Chelsea expressed an interest. Conte apparently is a big fan of Payet. Next up is Manuel Agudo Duran, also known as Nolito. Apparently, Manchester City are interested in, and I'll say this again, any player who is either Spanish or played in the Bundesliga or played in the Liga BBVA will be linked with Manchester City just because of the Guardiola connection between the two leagues and obviously the nation. And Nolito may go through to Man City. He's had a great season for Celta Vigo, and it wouldn't surprise me if a big club did come in for him, but whether he'll go to Manchester City, nobody knows. I don't know whether he's that level to go there. But obviously, then you looked at the fact that Guardiola signed players that you didn't think would be the level to play Bayern Munich, but went there and did well. So one to keep an eye on. And we have Berahino. What a signing this would be for Everton. Everton fans, would you be interested in this one? Apparently, Everton want to get him. Koeman is apparently a big fan of Berahino, and it doesn't surprise me. I think he's a very, very good player. He just needs to get his head down and work hard and score goals. Higuain is next, and obviously got a Napoli badge on the screen there, and that's because they've offered him a new deal. Apparently, it's worth $110,000 to him, obviously per week. That is to ward off interest. Obviously, Napoli don't look like they want to sell him, so he may end up staying there. It's going to take a lot of money. They came out and said, 94 million euros is release clause, which works out about 80-something million pounds. I just cannot see any club paying that for a 28-year-old striker. And finally, we end up on Diego Costa. He is getting links. They moved back to Chelsea Apparently, not Guardiola or Conte. Apparently, Simeone is interested in bringing him back and will do anything to get hold of him, to get him as the main striker for Atletico Madrid yet again. And here's how what would happen if all these transfers came across. Obviously, Rodriguez has played at centre back, a goal even, which wouldn't happen. And a few players are playing out of position, but just imagine Feghouli in the Prem, Mkhitaryan and Sane. That would be insane. Obviously, we missed out on Laporte and probably Higuain coming. But guys, as always, if you did enjoy, like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.